G'day everyone. I'm sorry. it's been a while, a long while, and I apologize. We haven't been making any videos. You know, that whole thing happened with the no leaving the house, no going outside, no breathing fresh air, no human contact, all of that sort of stuff, which meant all of those plans that I had totally out the window. In fact, not even out the window. It's not safe out there. So in the bin. That's probably where it's safe. Getting back into making a few videos now, showing you some footage of a recent hunt that I went on in a local state forest, and that's one of the things that I'm gonna create a few videos on how I got there, what I did before I left, the type of licensing that I need, and a lot of the stuff that I've learned between the start of the lockdowns and today. And I mean, we're not out of the woods, pardon the pun, yet, but at least I'm hoping I can share a few more insights and things into some of the stuff that I learned. Look, today's video is an interesting one. I'm going to show you these Howard Leight headsets. I'll show you a crappy brand that I bought off eBay for not very much, and then a really good one. So if you have any comments, if you have any opinion about these particular headsets, or if there's a headset that you prefer, feel free to share those in the comments. I mean, this is all about learning, and I'm still very new to the sport. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get started. So I was looking for some good headphones, some good ear protection, and I came across these. They're called the Howard Leight Impact Sport electronic earmuffs, I think. I bought one pair from eBay, and it was pretty cheap. And when I tried it out, turns out it actually wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. So I'm going to show you the two units that I bought, and I'm going to show you why I ended up buying another pair over here. Now, it may or may not be obvious that you get what you pay for. So this is a cheaper pair, and this is the pair that I paid slightly more for. I'll show you the difference between the two, and I'll also put a link down in the description to a Reddit post where somebody actually compared the two. They pulled them apart and they show the insides and how they work. So start with the cheaper pair. We'll move that to the side for a moment. So this is the one I paid, I think, about 45 bucks for. You can see that it just comes in a cardboard box, folded over like this. And it comes with this instruction manual. Now this is pretty important. I'll explain why in a second. It doesn't come with batteries, but it does come with this male-to-male 3.5mm audio jack. Now what this is used for is you connect it into your headphones over here, and you can plug the other end into well, not really an iPhone, but with the right adapter you can connect it into your phone, and it will let you listen to whatever you want from your device, or if you've got a radio or something, you can plug it into the two-way. So these look legit. I put an X on them because I opened it before, but I put an X on them so I know that these are not the good ones, these are the crappy ones, because they look so much like the originals. They look so much like the genuine version that you likely wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They have pretty much everything that the originals have. I noticed that on one side there's a little marking, a stamp that's missing from here, but everything else is pretty much exactly the same. They even feel just as hefty. They feel well built. I've had a couple of these that I bought, cheap ones, and they all worked fine. This one though, the volume toggle on it is really difficult, and as it turns out, they don't actually work. So even when you put the batteries in them, they don't actually amplify the audio through that mic, so that's entirely useless. Now, one of the things that gives away some of these units is, rather than having this metal battery tabs, so to speak, they'll have like a little spring instead on both sides, and that's a dead giveaway. That shows that it's not genuine. But other than that, pretty much everything about them is identical to the original, unless you get a dodgy one like this and it just just doesn't turn on or off. All right, chuck these out, get rid of that. Now, the other thing that's a dead giveaway is the instruction manual. If you Google, in fact, I might even just link it in the description below, but this is a downloaded copy of the PDF instruction manual for the Howard Leight headset. The difference is, here they've changed the title to electronic earmuffs instead of Honeywell or Howard Leight, and we'll see if the originals come with the right one. And anywhere where the word Howard Leight is mentioned has been replaced. The earmuffs amplify surrounding, like it's always just earmuffs. They've changed it here. Probably won't be able to see that. Anyway. So that's the other giveaway there. Now, luckily I got a refund for these ones, and then I ended up buying these. Now, I haven't opened this one yet, but the shop that I bought these from were also kind enough to include, chuck that to the side, a couple of these little earplugs. Yeah, these are, inner ear protection versus outer ear protection, but Honeywell branded, so hopefully they seem genuine. And this is what the packaging for a good one looks like. Now the newer, I think this is an older packaging, because the newer packaging still comes in a cardboard box, but it's better branded, and it actually has the proper stickers and stuff on it. And you'll also notice this one comes with batteries, and Duracell batteries no less. So no cheap, crappy Chinese-made batteries. So I'll open this up. Whoops. Went a bit too far there. Yeah, just a little bit too far. Now that's a proper instruction manual, minus the tears. You'll see that it actually has the Impact Sport branding on it, and it's quite detailed. Oh look, it even comes in Russian. Da. Brilliant. Das vidanya. Might need a bit of help with this. There we go, my princess hands made it through. You know what? You can immediately feel the quality on this cable is exponentially better than the crap that came with the fake ones. So that's already off to a good start. So, 2 down there. And and the batteries, they're stuck down with some tape. Put that aside for a sec. So for all intensive purposes, again, these look nigh upon identical to the cheap ones. We can probably put them side by side. Yeah, I suppose if I were to be super picky, this vinyl, I guess you'd call it, it's a bit shinier than the matte finish on the genuine ones. The stitching is also better overlocked. This is quite close to the edge on the crappy ones. That's that sticker that I mentioned there, that other little tag. If I were to open them up like this, these even open better. These, they hold their shape a lot better. Whereas the crappy ones, they're trying to go out, spread out wide. So this standard, I suppose, sound to noise ratio, 25 dB, that's missing from the fake ones. Oh look, the microphone's a bit better recessed, whereas on the cheap ones it's sticking out quite a bit. Yeah, but look, other than that, I don't think you'd be able to tell these apart unless you had these side by side and you're looking at both of them at the same time. Oh, that rubber does feel nice. not to say that this feels bad, like you wouldn't complain about this. In fact, if these had worked, I'd be happy using them. I wouldn't have an issue with them. But that really feels nice. Like that's proper quality right there. And, all right, these are a bit, no, they're the same thickness. So they really hold their shape really nicely, actually. So let's see. Yeah, I think even the quality of the imprint in there, where it says AAA size 1.5V, even the quality of that it's more pronounced than the cheaper ones. And even, I mean, I'm just being picky, but that metal feels more robust. That feels like a cheap, like what you get in those Chinese toys that you buy from the markets. So, if I turn these on, let's try them out.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, they work. They don't seem to pick up as much as the crappy ones, although I am alone here in this room, nobody's with me. But they did filter out all the surrounding noises. I mean, I've got a window open over here in the background, and birds are chirping outside, and cars are driving by. Geez, that's not easy to get on, is it? Might have to just start again. But yeah, they seem to filter more than the cheap ones do. Give me a second. Yeah, they seem to work a little bit better. Oh, look at that. I didn't notice that up here, there's also the, there's another little stamp there that I didn't see before. That is not on these at all. There's this recycle thing, but nothing else. So that's 7828 Woodville Road, San Diego, California. There you go, that's another little thing. Yeah, look, I'm pretty happy with that. To give you an idea of where I paid, these were about $40, I think, minus the full refund, because they're obviously bullcrap, and the seller was not willing to pay for me to ship them all the way back to whatever province they came from in China. These came out of somewhere in, no idea, Australia. It was either Victoria or Queensland, but these came from a reputable dealer, and they were about $100, I think, with shipping. Now these retail for about $130, $140, I think, at the time of the making of this video. They're well worth it, I think. They're great for young shooters. I mean, I've got these for my young shooter. He likes to come out to the range, and so when I need him to pay attention to me and I need to give him instructions, I would rather him not have to worry about taking these out in a scenario where his ears could be damaged. So it's easier to have these on. I can talk to him. They're protecting him from the noise, and they do exactly what they need to do. You know, they're fit for purpose. They do what it says on the box. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Do us a favor, like the video, subscribe if you're not already. Share it around to anyone who's looking to buy a pair of decent headphones. Don't forget to check out that link in the description where you'll be able to see the inner workings of these real ones versus the fake ones, and just how good these copycats have gotten at copying these units. I think it's very impressive, and it's something that Honeywell needs to be aware of. All right, until then, see you around.